Alright, so as you relax, go ahead, take a deep breath in and let that breath out, letting go of anything else right now. You can allow yourself to become fully immersed in the experience of just letting humour be easy. You might even wonder, as you're listening now, how humour can show up naturally, like it's been waiting for you to let it in, to let it become part of your everyday life. And maybe right now, you're already noticing it more and just letting it surprise you in the little things, the small details, because humour really is everywhere, isn't it? Now, there's a way humour just appears, isn't there? And maybe you're beginning to notice the humour, just like anything else, follows patterns. Maybe you'll start to find humour by recognising patterns that others might miss. So imagine yourself in a room, maybe with friends, and something familiar happens. Maybe a repeated gesture, a certain look, and you're already picking up on it, seeing it from that humorous perspective. As you think about patterns, you may even start to realise that humour is simply part of how you think now, isn't it? You find that humorous patterns just emerge naturally, over and over. Every time you notice a pattern, you can let that pattern bring humour. And so, picture this now, on your left side, that place where you feel light, open, and ease. Imagine feeling that space of openness, that humour flows from naturally, just like a conversation, where laughter simply comes up. And imagine now, stepping into that space on your left, that lighter space, where humour is easy and light, where every interaction is playful, and you feel at home in the rhythm of it. Let yourself settle into this lightness, almost like stepping into a new set of shoes that feel right, that feel comfortable. And every time you feel that, it's like humour just shows up for you. And so you might find yourself in your mind's eye, in that perfect conversation, where each person is laughing back and forth, like a dance, and notice how easily you can mirror people's expressions. And as you mirror them, humour just flows. You might even picture yourself smiling, nodding, giving a small look, and just like that, everyone is in on the joke. That's right. So imagine now, just letting humour flow in layers, noticing the sense of connection, that sense of humour. It's simply everywhere you look. And as you become more connected to others, you realise that humour just comes through naturally. And as you're here now, listening, feeling at ease, you might notice how humour builds, layer upon layer. First, it's just a feeling, being playful, maybe even a bit curious. And from that place of curiosity, you find yourself noticing more details. That small stuff that people do, the way they talk, move, or even stand. And each time you notice something, it brings a smile, maybe even a laugh. And so your sense of humour is like that, chaining from one observation to the next, until humour is just a part of everything. And just imagine yourself now at work, with friends, or even on your own, starting to notice those tiny details, the way someone taps a finger, or maybe how they pause just a bit too long, or the way they clear their throat, like it means so much. And you find the humour there, don't you? And you'll discover the more you notice these little things, the more you can feel that sense of humour growing within you, expanding, deepening, just noticing. It's already there. And isn't it fascinating how you can tune into this humour anytime you want, like adjusting a radio dial, finding the right frequency until humour just flows. Isn't it interesting how humour has a way of building? Imagine a story now, maybe even one of your own, and you keep adding a little detail here, a twist there, just enough to keep going. And with each layer, each new part, the humour gets stronger. And you know, you're getting good at this, because humour builds naturally from one idea to the next. So now picture yourself talking with friends, maybe telling that story, adding details, letting it build, seeing them laugh. And each time you find yourself in these moments, your humour feels more effortless, more natural, as if it's simply who you are. And you know, don't you, that the more you notice humour, the easier it becomes. Every time you choose to find the funny side of something, you feel lighter. And it's funny how just noticing humour, your confidence grows. Humour, you see, isn't just something you do, it's something you are. And the more you laugh, the more natural it feels. Now you might think of humour as a path, and each step you take on this path brings you closer to laughter, closer to that feeling of ease. Or maybe you can imagine humour as a gift, something you carry with you. And every time you share it, you're connecting, making others feel as good as you do. Or imagine humour as a dance. Every step, each word, is part of that rhythm. And the more you enjoy it, the more natural it feels. So, picture yourself now, walking that path, carrying that gift, dancing that rhythm. And as you do, you're realising the humour, it's already yours, part of how you move through the world. And so, think of a time in the past where you can look back and laugh. Something that maybe didn't seem funny then, and as you remember it now, feel how easy it is to laugh about it. And in the present, right here, right now, you're learning to see humour as it happens, finding it in every detail. And isn't it exciting to think of all the humour that awaits in the future, knowing that laughter will just show up every day, as easily as breathing. Now you're beginning to realise humour is confidence, isn't it? When you feel free to laugh, you're showing the world a deeper confidence, a sense of ease that's as natural as breathing. And isn't it amazing, as you continue to laugh, to smile, you feel more at ease, more connected. Humour is who you are, and each day it grows just by letting it in. And so, as you hear all of this now, you feel that humour is a part of who you are. And in every moment, in every interaction, it's there, a source of lightness, of joy, a way to make life a little easier, a little brighter, so that whatever you choose, you can turn to that humour and feel it bringing you confidence, connection and ease. And just take a moment to let all these ideas sink in, knowing that humour finds you, that it's easy to see the funny side, that each smile, each laugh brings more confidence and connection. And as you go forward, you'll notice humour everywhere, in every day, with every person, as it becomes a natural part of who you are. And in the days ahead, you'll find yourself smiling more, laughing more, feeling that humour is simply a part of how you see the world. And isn't that an incredible gift?